Today, Wednesday, November 16, is exactly 4 years since former Vice President Alhaji Aliu Mahama passed on at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. The soft-spoken politician passed on after several days at the cardio center to correct a heart-related condition. He was the Vice President of Ghana from January 7, 2001 to January 7, 2009. A quantity surveyor by occupation, Alhaji Aliu Mahama was born in Yendi and was married to Ramatu Aliu Mahama. So this afternoon in the studio, I have one of his sons, Farouk Aliu Mahama. He's going to tell us more about the 40th anniversary celebration of his dad, who was the former Vice President of Ghana. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And thanks for your time.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Now, what are your fondest memories of your father?
There's a lot to talk about this great man, but as I said, it takes a lot of thinking through to arrive to, because there's a lot of stuff about the man that you can't even talk about from his days as an ordinary engineer in Tamale. Naturalness as young guys to come up to be responsible children, and he being a vice president, and he being a philanthropism who used to take care of people from diverse homes, from both northness, sadness. He always believed in education, and he's somebody I can't describe because he's a perfect man and somebody who has touched lives of people in academia, in personal lives, in business, and across board. So such a great man. To give a full definition of him, I would just be tag basing, but not to really give specifics into who he was. But generally, as Ghanaians know him, he's somebody who is a great man and somebody who...
Now, talking about his benevolence, let's look at the foundation. What has been done so far?
Are you talking about the foundation?
Yes.
We've done a lot of stuff. Fortunately, I'm here with Chief Executive of the Aliu Mahama Foundation, but he's around with me here in spirit. And we've done a lot of work, philanthropism work in Tamale, with eye screening equipment in Tamale, sponsoring children to go to school. We also went to Chicago last year to do a fundraising, and we're trying to work with Joe Beasley Foundation and JICA to do a lot of work in Yendi, to keep up what he stood for. And what he stood for was to educate somebody, to make the person more useful in life. Is the best way to give to any person, any child or any human being. So education is a critical factor.
Now, before we focus on the 4th anniversary, you have 3 other siblings and you're the eldest. Are you, any of you, thinking of towing his line, politics?
As I said, fortunately, coincidentally, if you care to know, today happens to be the 4th anniversary of the late Vice President. And at the same time, my mom's father, who was the leader of the PMP and the founder of PMP, Alhaji Igala. I come from a very rich political family. If you care to know, my mom's father was the founder and the Minister of Trade and was the chairman of Cocoa Board. And my dad too became Vice President. So it is something that is in the family. But as I said, every child aspires to be greater than his father. And for now, we are trying to build our careers up to position ourselves strategically for the years to come, because we're still young.
We're talking about this off camera, but are you interested in politics? Would you want to venture into politics sometime?
Politics is something that is in our blood. It obviously has to. Okay.
Before I let you go, the 4th anniversary, what is a program for?
Yes, this year's anniversary has gone through several anniversaries we've been holding since the 1st anniversary. We had the first one, which Dr. Bamia talked about financial discipline. The second one was by Nana Akufo-Addo about uniting Ghanaians. This year, strategically, we're thinking that because of an election year, and Aliu Mahama was an embodiment of peace. So we wanted to do something in a peaceful way, irrespective of our political lineage, something that will project us as one people, one Ghana. So we're trying to have a health walk in Tamale. And on Friday, with our siblings and the Chief Imam, we're going to have a special prayer for him, and I will urge you as also as a Ghanaian to pray for the former Vice President who really served Ghana very well. So I also want to use this occasion to thank the management of TV3 for giving us an occasion to remember such a noble man. So we really appreciate your effort.
You're always welcome.
Thank you very much.
I have been speaking with Farouk Aliu Mahama. Thank you so much for your time here in the studio. You're still watching Midday Live. And